portion of our population suffers from a superiority illness, labeled as racism, in varying degrees, and the other suffer from inferiority, in varying degrees as well, of course. And I'm not even touching on the superiority illness of misogyny and its counterpart of inferiority. There are lots of versions of this. Do these opposites, coming to today's issue, do these opposites make for a success recipe, a successful nation? Can you imagine an environment of clear communication and trust, of unity? One certainly doesn't and never can if we don't see this suffering for what it is and then deal with it in an appropriate manner. Think for a moment, how do we assist and attempt to deal, or heal rather, confessed alcoholics? How do we deal with such a person? How do we engage a confessed recovering alcoholic? And how do we handle an unrepentant alcoholic that simply does not admit and continues to destroy so much in their path? Can we not learn from this and apply it to how we handle confessed racists, confessed recovering racists, and unrepentant racists? Or even in some way, confessed inferiors, confessed recovering inferiors, and unrepentant inferiors? In which category do you fall? Ultimately, this is a personal journey, and a lot of leaders have not gone through this deeply and personally themselves, and then we see these blow-ups very often happen. In which category do you fall? Be brutally honest with yourself, and then act accordingly. Move forward. Finally, I confess again that I am a recovering racist. I am ever alert to the danger of falling back into old habits. I can give you lots of examples, but we don't have time. As I work harder and harder at changing as a person, and as society changes structurally with more recovering inferiors around, it will become easier for me to be and remain that changed person. All this and more is needed if we as a nation are going to evolve these weaknesses into strengths, moving forward in a vigilant and disciplined way, while realizing our own propensities towards our weaker parts at all times. And what do we do when we do fall back? Let's slip on that one racial and condescending statement, or overreact because of the inferior bug. We humble ourselves, apologize sincerely, and re-embark on the recovery journey as fast as possible. And as we do this, may those that we offend forgive and assist us to get through it, rather than alienate us in some cases. Of course, this is easier to do when the recovering individual has been open about their weakness or illness all along. I plead with the white South Africans of the older generation, my generation also, I'm 50, so I don't know where I fall, I'm kind of in the middle. And even the next younger generation, I plead with you to aim towards becoming a recovering racist, at least. Then own it, declare it openly if you must. In fact, I think we should have a drive, start a movement of recovering racists. And if you have changed over the years, please don't declare victory too soon, or ever. Just own the fact that you are a recovering racist and build on it. And even though I haven't earned the right to appeal to my fellow black South Africans, I will go out on a limb. I challenge you to work towards becoming a recovering inferior. If you aren't there already, or if you're one of those who never was. I can't tell you exactly how to do it, as I'm not a qualified professional, but please try. To category 3 compatriots, I say, in this extremely open and interconnected society, you will have less and less room to hide. We see it. You will be caught out, and we may have to implement tough love, formally, legal processes, fire you, boards might fire you, or informally, society will do that through mediums like social media. After sharing this message in an article, I asked my black and white friends, colleagues, and partners to share their views. Comments varied from uncomfortable to deeply touched as they read this stuff. Someone who enjoyed the article nevertheless asked whether it will build a bridge or enlarge the divide. For me, this journey of overcoming racism or inferiority is first a personal one, which, if successful, opens the way for building bridges, relationships, businesses, jobs, an economy, and a country. If my black partner, who I have, he's got 51% in our business, we're equal partners. If he is a healthy recovering inferior and I'm a healthy recovering racist, the chances of our relationship succeeding increases exponentially, which means a successful, growing business, maintaining and growing employment opportunities. The same applies to relationships within the corporate environment and on school governing bodies, or in the studios of sporting discussions. In short, more recovering individuals on both sides contribute to more mature interactions, leading to higher trust, less misunderstandings, and stronger relationships.